Hi, so my dad was a spy. He worked to decode Russian messages during the Cold War. And I've always tried to ask him questions about it, but he deflects them. But today is my day to ask the real questions. Is Wyoming real?
Wyoming, yes.
Tell me government's biggest secret. Are there aliens?
Oh,
Have you killed anybody?
no.
You took a second. Are there listening devices put by the government in our house?
I wouldn't know.
Are birds actually government-controlled drones?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Does the U.S. have any underwater bases or cities that we don't know about?
Yes.
Well, now we know. Are there any top-secret mind control experiments going on at government level?
I was never part of any.
That you know of. How scared would normal civilians be if they knew what you knew?
Actually, I think they'd feel better.
What's the coolest spy story you have?
That would be classified.
Okay. The shadiest thing you ever saw happen?
That would be very classified.
Oh my gosh. What would it take for you to release classified information?
Wouldn't happen.
What would happen if you leaked classified information?
I would possibly be arrested.
Did Russia interfere with the 2016 election?
Yes, and it's been proven.
How do you think World War III will begin?
Actually, I think it will begin with internal strife and civil war amongst more than one country.
When do you think life in the U.S. will go back to normal?
Not until July of 2021.
What country do you think would be the safest to live in?
I don't know about safest, but I would probably go to Costa Rica because that's one of the happiest places on earth.
What is your coolest spy memory that you enjoy thinking about?
New Year's Eve in Moscow, 1987. It was 39 degrees below zero with zero wind.
Does or can the government watch or listen to us through our electronic devices?
I don't know. I was in the service back in the 80s.
Is there anything secret in Antarctica?
Probably.
Is there any evidence of aliens that the government doesn't want us to know about?
That's outside my scope of operations.
What is Area 51 being used for?
Test area.
For what?
Things that need testing.
What's in the Bermuda Triangle?
Water.
What else?
Sunken aircraft.
What's a question I could ask you that you wouldn't be able to answer?
You couldn't ask me about any intercept from the elephant cage.
Elephant cage? What's the coolest gadget you ever used as a spy?
An R390.
Ooh. How do you become a spy?
Join the service.
Did you have a code name?
No.
Did you want one?
No.
Can I give you one?
No.
Okay, Buttercup. What was one message you decoded as a spy?
I transcribed Russian Air Force radio communications.
Does the government have a bunker to hide in when the rest of the world falls apart?
Yes.
Are chemtrails real?
No, they are not. Contrails, however, are real. It's the water vapor from a jet engine that mixes with condensation nuclei at certain altitudes.
Any further thoughts on World War III?
It will be something that most of us do not survive.
Do you think any of the common conspiracies are true?
Very few.
Have you ever had to privately convey a secret you learned?
Yes,
When?
in Moscow.
What was the hardest part of spy training?
Conjugating Russian verbs with a Texas accent.
Did you ever feel in danger while you were being a spy?
Certainly.
When?
When I was being followed by the KGB in Moscow.
When do you think World War III will happen?
A lot sooner than we would like.
Tell us about the icebox.
The icebox was a room used for classified discussions. at the embassy in Moscow.
Which countries do you think will be involved in World War III?
The vast majority, and everyone will be affected.
Do foreign countries interfere with our elections?
I believe they do, and intelligence reports show that they do.
What's the first thing people should do when World War III breaks out?
Make sure they have plenty of cash on hand because things tend to fall apart.
As of now, which country would be the most deadly to get in a war with?
Probably China.
What are your thoughts on North Korea?
My heart goes out to the people who live there.
Tell us more about what's in Area 51.
That's the place where the YF-12A was tested, which then became the SR-71.
Do you still keep in touch with other spies?
No, it's been quite some time now.
Do you trust the validity of the 2020 election?
I do. Christopher Krebs said it was good, and that's good enough by me.
Why were you chosen to become a spy?
Because I scored very high on the Defense Language Aptitude Battery.
Was being a spy lonely?
No.
Have you ever had a gun held to your head?
Not to my head.
Where to?
Just pointed at me.
In the event World War III broke out, what are the first 3 things you'd do to prepare?
Make sure I have gas in the cars, I have non-perishable food in the pantry, and all of my valuables consolidated in a safe place.
Do you think World War III will happen in your lifetime?
Maybe not in mine, but my heart goes out to you.